Okay, welcome once more. This is episode 2. Now, the INEC delineation has raised a lot of questions. The judge, led by Micheal Johnny in his press briefing yesterday, said that the judge gave the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria massive votes. These are lies. The records are there. Let Micheal Johnny bring out the documents, the records, the that shows the votes in the Tiri Warri. Let's see who voted for the president. Now, if I may ask you, Micheal Johnny, who is in Abuja carrying dollar from one place to the other, seeking for friendship, even in the east, down to all them Obi Kubana? It is the Jaws. They are the ones seeking for friendship, all because they want to steal that which belongs to the Shekiris. But that will not happen. So the lies that the judge gave President Tinubu votes, you should bring the documents, the voters register and everything that says, yes, the judge voted for President Tinubu more than the Shekiris. These are lies. These are what? Lies, like I have told you. Okay, going forward, the Shekiris does not have fake documents. To an average uneducated German, anything that does not work with them, that does not suit them, that does not benefit them is fake. This was why you saw in the last days the Baramatu people that started the kingdom in 2017 claimed that their first king was in 1372. These are the real fake history. Nothing to show that they are even saying the truth, because it is obviously lies. The Ijaws in this region as far back as the 1500 are in Kalabari. The oldest is Ugula, which is called Gulani then in Focados River. All these Obijo, Bema and the rest that are here, they came here just less than 70 years ago. And they came as a result of fishing. They could not, the population that are fishing in those Kalabari area and the Bayelsa area are massive. So they can't see good fish. So they are suffering. So they came and they met the Olofori. The Olofori gave them land. And these same ungrateful people are the ones that are fighting the Shekiris today, because the Shekiri gave them free hand. You saw what happened in Rivers State. If not that Wike was smart and strong against the Ijaws would have told you they own the whole state. Even the Queries would not allow it. That was how under Amechi era, they drove all the Ijaws claiming ownership on one particular waterfront. They drove all of them away. That is what they deserve. Because if you leave them, now my people, tomorrow they will be the one to attack you. That's for that. Yes, we are still discussing about the word delineation. Micheal Johnny, you said that the Shekiris are no longer discussing of word delineation. It is the delineation that we are talking about. What we are saying is that INEC has delineated. Even though INEC went against the new electoral act, I know that most of you are uneducated. What does the 2022 electoral act says? Or are you not aware that INEC also delineated in 2022, when more units and more word was created? With that delineation, INEC does not have the right, even with a Supreme Court judgment, because the new electoral act, as of this moment, supersedes that Supreme Court judgment that was gotten on the altar of the 2010 electoral act. These are the things that shows that Nigeria is a banana republic. When you cannot follow the rule of law, everybody is doing things for their own selfish interests. what do you get? It will get to everybody. It will get to what? Everybody. That's one thing I can tell you. Going forward, only you said the Shekiri crossed themselves, the in-laws of the president. Yes, as in-laws of the president, the Shekiris have not blown any pipeline in this region. They have not constituted nuisance. But you, the Jaws, like you are currently doing, you are threatening, giving 21 days ultimatum. So whatever happens within that 21 days, you should be held accountable for it. You are the one threatening the presidency. But you see what happened in 1997 down to 2003 will not repeat itself. It will not repeat itself. You cannot get this thing by force. If INEC have to do the delineation, let them do it properly. And by the way, like I said, they have already done the delineation. Let them work within the ambit of the law and their own guideline. If you have 6, you should be increased to 12. If you have 4, you should be increased to 8. That is the altar that this thing can stand, nothing more. INEC will not manufacture population because it is not their job for anything. You see how disgraceful the Independent National Electoral Commission has become, doing a fraudulent work. It is sad, and I must tell you, the Jaws and Robos in the Warri Federal constituency are minorities. The Robos are micro minorities. You understand what I'm saying? Let me repeat it. I said the Ijaws. Where are the settlements of the Ijaws in Warri Federal constituency? Obijo, that is not more than 300 by 300 land mass and not more than 500 human being population. Isaba, that is not more than 300 people in population. Baramatu, that is even not more than 200 people. Or we are talking of Ebema. Now, what the Jaws usually do is that they organize festivals. Now, when they organize festivals, they invite those in Bayelsa, those in Ondo, those in Edo. They invite all the fishing camps to attend the festivals. And they'll tell you with that festivals that they have the numbers. They don't. The reality on ground is that the Ijaws are micro minority in Warri Federal constituency. If you say they are majority in Bomadi, Patani, and Brutu local government, is fine. But in Warri Federal constituency, they are micro minorities. So me, the Urobos are literally non-existent in these places. That's just the reality on ground. So I'll move to the next. You are talking that the Shekiris, well, let me not say it. Let me just rephrase it to the Jaws are the real agents of destruction in the Niger Delta, because they are the one that kidnapped white men in the past. They were the one that did oil bunkering. What is the essence of amnesty? Was it not for the oil bunkering that they were doing? It's just like person they always they enter your house, they thief, they thief, they thief, they thief, they thief, they thief. Then the owner of the house says, instead of you to the thief might say, make I just people give you, make you the guy that make I they pay you. That is the job that you, Tom Polo, is doing with your company. That is the job you are doing, nothing more. Now you they thief the oil, and the whole world know you. All your documents are out there. For peace sake, in fact, Nigeria is really a lawless country. When Jonathan was president of this country, I heard Micheal Johnny saying that they did not use it to oppress the Shekiris. Jonathan and twist Udwana to favor is the job people. It was also this same government that the same Jonathan gave the duty of Nigerian Navy to Tom Polo to go and buy arms from the Nigerian state. A known militant, a known private man is given permission, mobilized to go and buy weapons for Nigeria in a country that has major generals. This is what Jonathan used the office for. And it is sad. The records are there. You cannot change it, Micheal Johnny. You cannot. I tell you, you cannot. You cannot change it. Now, today, the same person you are singing his praise was the same person that sent you to Okere prison. If not for the Shekiris who came and rescued you, even when the government was finding that same person, it was still the Shekiri that hid him. Funny enough, he speaks the Shekiri to see the level of ungratefulness. I'll tell my Shekiri leaders, you are the cause of this whole thing. Our political leaders, you are the cause. You caused all these characters against you. You caused it. They just always use violence to do anything because they believe that they will always get results. But I will talk to the president, Federal Republic of Nigeria. The Shekiris have never been involved in arms deal. The Shekiri have never been involved in armed struggle. But by the time you push the Shekiri that are peace-loving too far, whatever you see, you will take it. It's as easy as that. Imagine a man that has benefited from your government more, Micheal Johnny, is giving the presidency ultimatum even after the Obijor people have come out to say what INEC did was fraudulent. Do you know the reason why the Obijor people are crying? Out of the 14 proposed word that they just got in Southwest, illegal words that INEC proposed, Obijor only have 2. And before now, Obijor had 2. So now they still have 2. The Bahamatu that have one half initially now have about 9. They gave Ebema 2 or so, 2 or 3. So who is doing who? So that is why the Obijor people are crying. That is why they are crying. You've not seen anything here. The Ijos in Warri, the whole total number is not even up to 1,000 compared to the Shekiris in Warri. Now, I heard Micheal Johnny saying that they will stop oil production, they will do this, that they will use protest to exercise authority. You don't use protest to exercise authority. Now, let me give you a layman's explanation since you are not uneducated. I am the landlord of this compound that has 3 flats. So, if my tenants, my slaves, decide to protest against me by locking the gates and carrying placard, does it change the ownership status? It does not. But as to be say you not go school, so you not go understand. In the past, you have accused Tompolo of being a bunkerer. The video is there in the public. Even the same Tompolo have said that it's not about documents. Una just dey shoot una self for leg. Talk go front, talk go back. Inside one video, you accuse the president. Inside another video, you lie for the president's head. This is how frustrated you have become because your dollars can no longer fly. Your dollars can no longer fly. I pity una. Okay. Now, how did Kingsley become the deputy governor of Delta State, Kingsley Otuaro? How did Emomotimi become the speaker of the Delta State House of Assembly? If not for the Shekiri. The Shekiri betrayed their own for purpose of equity, just like they are doing in South. You don't give an ungrateful people space to lead. They will take over. This is what we are facing today. So I'm coming back. The 3rd episode, I'll post it very soon. Thank you and God bless you.